Before you can use the feature and start collecting money, you need to link your MediaZilla account with a Stripe account. If you haven't done this already, it takes a few minutes, and we provide instructions on how to do this in our Help Center and in the playbook. Next, you'll need to have a presentation to work with. You can pull up a previously delivered one or create a new one. I have an example project here. This feature works by having you select buttons within the presentation and specifying them as being add-ons. Add-ons aren't limited to videos either. It could also be a link button or a submenu button containing lots of content. So if your add-on content that you are selling is already edited and ready to go, simply upload it and add it to the presentation menu like you would a normal video. If you are selling access to raw footage files on Google Drive or Dropbox, you can just create a link button and enter the URL for it. Now, if you are selling an add-on that you haven't edited yet, like a teaser video, an extended highlight, or a doc edit, you will want to upload and use a short temporary video as a placeholder for it. You can export a 10-second clip from your editing program that has text saying something like, "Thank you for your purchase. We are diligently working on your order and will have it ready within 2 weeks." It's important to note that you cannot have multiple add-ons reference the same video in a presentation. When you set a video button as being an add-on, all buttons that reference that same video in the presentation will be locked as well and considered part of the same add-on. So if you want to have multiple add-ons in a single presentation that require a placeholder video, you will need to upload a placeholder video for each add-on you'll be offering in that presentation. You can, however, reuse the same several placeholder videos across all your projects instead of having to upload new ones for each project. Once you've added all your add-ons or placeholder add-ons to the presentation menu, now it's time to configure them. At the top right of the presentation editor, click the dollar icon to configure dynamic video sales. This will take you directly to the dynamic video sales tab of the monetization settings of the presentation. Next, ensure the currency is set correctly for your project. Now click on the blue Select Add-ons button. Then, click on the buttons in the presentation on the right that you want to set as an add-on. Once selected, you will see them appear as an add-on on the Dynamic Video Sales tab. Selecting it again will remove the add-on status of the button. Once you have finished selecting all the buttons you want as add-ons, click Done on the left. You will now want to go through your list of add-ons and make sure the title, description, and price is to your liking. This information will appear to the viewer when they attempt to access the content. If the content uses a placeholder video and requires a turnaround time to complete, we strongly recommend communicating this in the description to set expectations and avoid an unhappy client that might be expecting to view it immediately upon purchase. As an example for this add-on, you could enter, "This is a full-length multi-camera edit of the ceremony. Please allow up to 2 weeks to complete once purchased. We will notify you when it's ready to watch." Once everything looks good, you can use the preview button to see how the client will experience it. The client will see all the add-on content in the menu, but it will appear with a lock icon. When they click on it, a screen will appear with a list of all the add-ons you're offering. They can click on each one to see the description and poster frame you've chosen and select which ones they want to purchase. When they have made their selections, they click Checkout, where they enter their payment information to complete the purchase. Once they complete the purchase, it takes them back to the presentation where they can now access that content. The client can also easily access the available add-ons at any time using the icon in the upper right of the menu. This way, they don't have to go hunting through menus to find the available add-ons if you've buried them somewhere. The preview does not contain the checkout screen where they enter their payment information, but instead simulates a successful purchase when you select an add-on and click Checkout. If the preview looks good, you can now publish the presentation. If this is for a project you've already delivered, the client will now see those add-on options in the menu when they access it in the MediaZilla app or in a browser. If this is for a new project, go ahead and send the private delivery. You can also use the share link or embed code to give people access to the presentation and they can make their purchase from there. When a client makes a purchase, you will receive an email with the time and date of the purchase, their name and email address, the add-on they purchased and from which presentation, as well as the total amount they paid. If you didn't use a placeholder video, then there's nothing else you need to do. The client got access to the add-on as soon as they made their purchase. However, if you need to now complete the edit that they purchased, you'll want to make sure you deliver it within the turnaround time you provided them. Once you have it ready to upload, there are 2 different ways to update the placeholder video. If you want to keep the placeholder video on MediaZilla, like if you want to use the same placeholder for multiple projects, then you will want to upload the finished video normally as a new video. Then use the Change Video option in the button properties of the add-on. You will want to change the reference video of the button from the placeholder video to the newly uploaded edited video and publish the changes. If you don't want to keep the placeholder video on MediaZilla and just want to replace it, locate the placeholder video in your dashboard and use the Replace option from the drop-down menu to update it with the actual video. Once you update the reference video using your preferred method, you will want to notify the client that the video they purchased is now available to watch from the menu. And that's all there is to it. Upselling past clients can be a goldmine, so be sure to check out our Dynamic Video Sales Playbook for more information on that, and we even have some email templates you can use when reaching out to them.